All right. What's up? What's up? What is up? Super Coach Mark J. All up in your YouTube browser, and welcome back to Grow Healthy, Get Fit. Today was Monday. I'm not a Monday person, not a Monday person at all. But I tell you what, I went into this Monday feeling a lot better than I went into last Monday. It has been quite the ride so far. Did a video today, just put it up by chance, and it was my first YouTube short to break 1,000 views. I am super excited about that. Super incredibly excited about my 1,000 views. Now, I know there are people out there getting 100,000 views per short, but this 1,000 views felt like 100,000 to me. And as a matter of fact, we're almost at 1,800 for that one. So I am super, super excited about that. Anyway, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be dubbing Mondays Motivation Monday. We're going to be talking about motivation and so on and so forth. What is motivating me and what hopefully is motivating you guys to keep moving and keep going forward with your fitness transformation. Motivation Monday so far, and we're going to probably keep that. And I'm going to start working on the format a little bit, so that we can have a little bit extra to talk about. I want to make sure that we stay on topic, or I stay on topic, because I have a tendency to go off on a tangent every now and then, so that's what we're going to do. The body weight today, 267.0. So that means I lost 0.6 pounds. So a little over half pound I lost again, between last night and tonight. So, I'm happy about that, so we're on the right trajectory, we're on the right trajectory. So, I'm going to get to, I earlier last week, I think I said I'd probably be to 366 by Thursday of this week, and this proves I'm ahead of schedule. So I'm happy about that. I'm ahead of schedule on my weight loss, so that's always a good thing. Tomorrow's a gym day, so chest, triceps, chest, and shoulders tomorrow. So that'll be fun, and I'm really looking forward to it. But that being said, what I want to do is I want to take a look at a video that I came across today, and doing a little bit of research to try to keep things going. And it's from a doctor that, I respect. He's a doctor. I'm not a doctor. But I was watching some of the things that I was watching this video, and it brought up some pretty important things that, I want to go over. So we're going to take a look at what he says, and then I'm just going to talk about it as we go, almost like a reaction type video. So let's take a look at it and get right into it. Hey, Tato, what's going on, man? Hope everything's well. I'm chugging along, man. Well, this is Dr. Berg. Hey, Tato, if you when I start this video, let me know if you hear it. Just give me another thumbs up or so.
So let's talk about motivation and weight loss. There's a lot of people that just don't have the motivation to get started to lose weight. Now, I've done a survey on this. I found some interesting information, so I want to share with you. The number one reason why people want to lose weight is they want to look better in their clothes. Shocking, right? Number two, they want to be around for their grandkids, so they want to extend their lives. Number three,
Right.
they want to feel healthier. Number four, they want to reduce their risk for getting a health problem.
I agree with
So it could be
everything
they
else
want
so
to
far.
avoid getting diabetes or cancer or some other health problem. Number five, they want to be able to get up from a seated position or when they're kneeling on the ground, because when they get up, they're so heavy that the knees are bothering them. Okay. Number
That's always
six,
good.
they want to reduce their medications. So all these answers are the survey results of about 2,000 people. And I did this a few years ago, but these are the main reasons why people want to lose weight. Now, there's many things that stop a person. They have bad habits. They like snacking. They like sweets. They like carbohydrates. I've done a million videos on these topics. But I want to tell you two stories real quick on two patients, which is actually quite fascinating because when I was in clinic, I had the opportunity to talk to a lot of people, and I was specializing in weight.
Okay, now this first part here is one of the parts I really want to talk about, and I want you to kind of listen to what exactly he's saying because I personally think that this is a kind of a load of BS, But we're gonna listen and see what's going on.
Loss. So I had a lot of people come in that were grossly overweight. And I'll never forget this one lady came in and she was literally over 350 pounds. And I was always curious why she didn't start a lot earlier. Why is she starting right now?
There's a lot of reasons why someone doesn't start. Take it from somebody who has been at the peak of physical, pretty much prowess, and has gotten well overweight. There are many reasons why this happens, and mine was a mixture of depression, and I fed my bad feelings with food. I don't have any other vices. Like I said, I didn't have my first drink till I was 37. I knew that was the one thing I definitely didn't want to do. So to comfort myself, I found food, and then I'm from New Orleans. Everything we do revolves around food. If somebody dies, you eat food. Somebody's born, you eat food. Somebody has a birthday, you're eating food. It's Friday, you're eating food. So, but anyway, let's get back to it.
At what point did she decide, that's it, I'm ready to start? What motivated her? She was walking down the street and she looked down and she saw a shadow of someone that was very, very large. And then she realized that was herself. So I said, wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, that's a big, incredible pile of crap. you know, Believe me, I can't imagine someone going through life at 350 pounds as a female. I can tell you at over 350 pounds as a male that there's no way in hell that you don't know you're fat at 350 pounds. There's no way you don't know it. So the first thing that comes to mind when somebody says, "Oh, I didn't even realize I gained so much weight." You realized it. Believe me, you realized it. I realized it. I realized when I was gaining weight. I chose to ignore the weight gain. I chose to. I chose to ignore it. I chose to continue on a destructive course. I chose to do that. You're not just willy-nilly going through life not seeing what's going on with your body. When clothes stop fitting, you are getting bigger. When clothes stop fitting, you are getting bigger. When it's harder for you to move around, you are getting bigger. When it takes more food for you to feel satisfied, you are generally overeating and you're getting bigger. When you can't reach down and tie your shoes is because you've probably gotten too fat. If you're not injured in any kind of way and you reach down to tie your shoes or put your socks on and you're having a hard time doing it, you're probably fat. And that's just the thing about it. I get it. People have issues, but the reason why she didn't notice that she was overweight or fat at that point in time was because she didn't want to. There's no way for you not to know. And I'm telling you, as a currently fat guy working my way back to fit, you know it. Let's go back and see what's going on next.
So didn't you at the time look at yourself? Couldn't you see yourself in the mirror? She goes, no, I never looked at myself. I had no idea I was this big. And
Really? You had no idea? You had no idea. None of your clothes fit. You're having a hard time getting in and out of vehicles. If you do anything that's built in this world for the average size person, which everything in this world is built for the average size person, at least most things. And that's another crazy thing about it, because those things are starting to change now, because they're making the average size person has grown over the past 15, 20 years. So they're making things bigger now. But anyway, the world is made for average size people. Cars are made for average size people, and you mean to tell me you went from a normal weight for a woman between, I don't know how tall she was, but just say between 135 and 180, and to 350 pounds, and you didn't realize that you were fat? I don't believe that. Not at all. So I don't know if he's making this story up just to have a story, but and that's fine. I don't know if he's making that story up or not, but it's hard to believe, and if someone tells you that, they're just deflecting from the fact that they know they failed themselves, and gave in to their darker self. Right. So Tater said I gained 10 pounds this last winter, and he knew it. Of course he did. Of course he knew it. And he's a smaller guy. He's a smaller guy, and he noticed the 10 pounds. I lost 20, 40 pounds. I know I lost 40 pounds. I can tell you that for sure. I'm 100% know, because things are different. I can't fit in my clothes. Some of my clothes I can't fit in, but it's the reverse reason why. If you gain weight, you know it. If you lose weight, you know it. There's no way you just don't know you lost weight or not. So that's just my opinion, coming from a fat guy. So I feel that I can speak on this. Not only am I a fat guy, but I have been in competition shape, and I've been a trainer for 20 years, training people to get from where I am now to where we're going. So the first thing you need to do is stop being delusional, and realize you have a problem. And once you realize you have a problem, own up to the problem that you have, get yourself a plan together, and adhere to your program. Let's see what's next.
And that was interesting, because after that, I would ask people that question, and there's quite a few people who were in the same situation. They weren't really aware of their own body and how much weight they have gained, until one day they see a shadow of themselves or a reflection in the mirror, and they're like, what the heck happened? So that's what motivated her. So before I get to the next story, I want to tell you the absolute best motivator to help you lose weight. Okay, and it's pretty expensive. Go to the store and buy a full-length mirror and hang it up in your bathroom, and every single day while you're naked, look at yourself front and center, to the side, and to the back. If you do that every day, I promise you, you will have the motivation to start a weight loss program. All right, second story. This lady came in very much
I don't know about the
overweight,
mirror thing,
and she started talking about her history of being overweight. And at one time, she had a very nice body, and she was very attractive. But here's the thing. She didn't like all the attention she got. She'd walk down the street and people would whistle at her, and she hated that. And that's when she decided to gain weight. Why? To avoid getting attention.
Now, I have heard of mental things that somewhat pertain to situations like this, so I really don't want to speak much on it. But basically, she didn't want the attention, so she got fat. I don't know. But again, that's just my thing. So let's see where this goes.
Grossly overweight, problem solved, right? Well, that solution became a problem as she got older, because she started getting high blood pressure. She's a diabetic right now. And so that was her motivation to come see me. But it was interesting to find out the original reason is just avoiding attention. So I said to her, what's going to happen now that you lose weight and you start looking better and you start getting attention? Is that going to be a problem? She goes, no, I'm actively and aggressively looking for someone. I want a relationship. I've been lonely my entire life and I'm ready for.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, I thought the video was interesting. You know.
All right, the next point I want to bring up is when someone starts a weight loss program, a lot of times they'll start with the exercise before the diet. So, what's more important,
Okay, we can
the
cut it right
exercise or the
here.
diet? Well, exercise only gives you.
We can cut it right here because I can tell you 90%. I would even go up to say 93, 94% of any transformation is directly 100% related to the diet. 100% related to the diet. You know, so being in a calorie deficit, even without exercise, if you're below your the calories you burn per day with just your body, you'll lose weight. All right. If you're in a calorie deficit and you're doing exercise and you are exercising, you'll burn even more calories and lose weight relatively faster. And also maintain muscle if your macros are right. You know, technically, generally, if you're not going crazy. But I don't believe there's no secret formula. There's no secret formula to transformations. You know, it's calories in, calories out, work in, work out. You get what you put in, whether it's working, training, whether it's training or your diet. You know, so there's no magic pills. There used to be. There used to be a couple magic pills, and there's the Ozempic or whatever that is. You know, that thing. You know, which is just weird because people who lose a lot of weight with Ozempic, there's a lot of things that come along with that, and in my opinion, from just my observations, you look worse after being on Ozempic than you do before you actually start losing the weight. But anyway, that's just my opinion. But there's no magic pill to it. There's nothing super crazy you have to do. You have to watch your diet, take in the right types of food. And once you take in the right types of food, you have to get on an exercise regimen. And once you get an exercise regimen, you have to adhere to both the exercise regimen, but mostly to your diet. You want to definitely mostly to your diet. That's what you want to do. So the main thing about it is body transformations are hard. They're always going to be hard, you know, because 9 times out of 10, by the time you make it to the point where you want to make a body transformation, you've done the hard work of getting so far away from your ideal self that it warrants that change. You know, that's why I say, by this being Motivation Monday, that's why I say the best motivation are the numbers. You know, if you can watch the numbers, if you can live by those numbers, and you can be successful. You can be successful in your change. You know, you can do it, but you have to live by those numbers. And it can be rough in the beginning, you know, but being in a calorie deficit, and as your body changes, you know, those numbers are going to change, you know, so you're going to have to stay on top of it. You know, every 10, 20 pounds or so, you're going to have to go back in and check your daily burn, and check how many calories you need to maintain, check how many calories you need to lose, you know, and if you're one of those guys out there that are actually trying to gain weight, You know, you want to see how many calories over your maintenance that you need to actually put on lean mass. You know, so I think the best motivation of all is watching the numbers. It's easy. You know, it keeps you going. It keeps me going for sure. You know, and I was never a math guy, but I tell you, watching those numbers change over time, you know, and that's why I do this. That's why I do this. You know, even that half pound, even that half pound helped push me forward. You know, I enjoy that. I enjoy seeing that small change. If it was 0.1 pound, 0.2 pounds, you know I'm going in the right direction. Those numbers keep me going. Looking at my chronometer app and seeing that I stuck to my diet, you know, that motivates me. That motivates me. And seeing those numbers in there saying I hit all my macros, I hit my protein, I hit my carbs, I hit my fat for the day. You know, looking at those numbers motivate me to do the same tomorrow or even better. You know, just in case I was low on something or I did miss the cue. You know, I did miss something. You know, that kind of stuff, that stuff keeps me motivated. Looking at my cardio, you know, looking at my workouts, seeing those weights go up each week, you know, that motivates me. That motivates me to keep going. You know, so with that being said, I think we're going to cut it here because, I mean, there's really no more to say about motivation. You know, motivation from outside sources is always fleeting. Motivation from outside sources is always going to be good in the moment. But once it's over, you know, it's going to die down. So you got to find motivation here. You got to find motivation here, because all the outside motivation is short-lived, and it won't last. But once you can motivate yourself, and get yourself moving and find those things in your life that make you want to keep going. Once you do that, that's true motivation, because it's gonna focus you. It's going to focus you, and you're going to be pinpoint on your target, pinpoint on your goal, especially in the beginning. Watch those numbers and watch what happens. Watch those numbers and watch what happens. Watch those weights go up in the gym. You know, watch that scale weight go up and down depending on what your goal is. You watch those numbers and you keep those numbers in mind, keep that calorie deficit in mind, you know, you'll be successful. You know, so that being said, I think we're going to cut it right there. Everybody who's watching this after the fact, thank you guys for coming. Tater, you're my guy, number one fan. I appreciate you, brother. I want to encourage you guys to find the thing that motivates you. And it can't be something external. You have to find something internal, something in your heart, something in your mind that's worth all the work that you're putting in. You know, and sometimes getting healthy isn't enough. You know, yeah, I want to get healthy. Everybody wants to get healthy. But sometimes it's something more than that. And you got to find that thing. Find that thing, and that thing will motivate you. I guarantee it. I guarantee it will keep you motivated. Well, I'm glad I'm keeping you motivated, man. I'm doing my best. Hopefully I'm getting there. Hopefully my point's coming across. You know, I really do hope it is, because I'm enjoying this more and more every day. You know, watching these numbers on YouTube is motivating me. You know, and I appreciate every last one of you guys. If you're new, like, subscribe, share, get some people over here, help me grow this channel. And with that being said, I want to remind you, today is another opportunity for you to be great. There we go. Today's another opportunity for you to be great, guys. Do not waste it. Work hard tomorrow. Get the work done. You know, get in the gym, watch those numbers, and motivate yourself all the way to success. Because I can only do so much. You got to do the rest. You got to do the rest. You know, so find that thing, guys. Find it. Find it. I believe in you. You can do it. You can do it. You can get it done. Whatever your mind thinks you can do it. And on that note, whatever your mind thinks you can't do, hey, you can't do it. Today's another opportunity for you guys to be great. Do not waste it. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Peace.